Camera and local bands, this is your podcast. So I want to take a moment and say thank you to everyone who has helped me spread the word of what I'm doing around the local scene. Now for the individual thank yous: Justin, Mark, Rick, Wes, Carlos, and if I missed anyone else, I'm very, very sorry, but thank you for helping me and supporting what I do. Now here it is, episode 12 of Around the Block, and I'm excited to be bringing you some bands a lot of you have probably not heard of or have and just haven't given them a chance, and if that's the case, shame on you. First, check out OK Robot. Yes, they are a band from Texas, and Around the Block is strictly for Southern California local scenes, but some podcasts you'll hear me talk about a band that is out of state. When I do, that means listen to them, and I like their name, so it's worth it. You can check them out at facebook.com/OKRobotBand. You never know, one day they'll be touring out here and you'll remember that I mentioned them to you and fall in love. Second, Within Ourselves, which is a band straight out of San Diego. Oh, and I love it there, and you'll love this band, so check them out and like their page at facebook.com/WithinOurselves. And finally, Leavenworth, straight out of Alhambra. When I had asked Chris, who's the vocalist of the band, what the band name actually means, because I mean, come on, we're all interested, he replied with, "It refers to our live show. It's another way to say we give 110%. And now you know. Now let's get down to business and let me tell you about the shows that are coming up that I think you'd like to go to. First, we have a double hitter with Stanley and the Search and Lionheart, which as of this morning is now being combined at Recess Studios on June 1st. Some of the openers are Shot in the Dark, Empire's Activist, On Broken Knees, and then we have Failed to Study, Hard Knock Life, The Show Collapse, and more. Basically, those two shows combined, so there's just a bunch of bands that play hardcore and pop punk now playing the same exact show. I believe the tickets will be $12. I'm not sure because one show would be $10, the other show would be $12, and I'm not sure what time the show actually starts because one show is at 5 and one show is at 3. So once I find out more information, you can head over to my podcast page at facebook.com/AroundTheBlockPodcast. June 7th is a good one, and it's for a good cause. Ray Garcia is putting on a benefit show for his girlfriend's grandmother. He is trying to raise money to pay for the funeral, so anything would help. He has Face Your Maker, Hold the Truth, Amnesty, Strike Back, OC, and more will be performing. Tickets will be $10, and the show is held at Recess Studios in Santa Ana as well, and it begins at 4 p.m. Carnival Seasons will be playing their first headlining show at Malone's on June 8th, with Speak Out, Wirebox, Sounds of Satellites, and more bands playing. Tickets are on sale now, and I will also get you more information on that when I figure out where I can purchase them. I assume you can buy them from the bands, but just to be on the safe side, take a look at my podcast page on Facebook, and I'll have more information for you. And then Infringe Music comes along and gives us an awesome chain reaction show on June 14th with One Shot Thrill and On the Shoulders of Atlas, so be there for that one. You can purchase your tickets at allages.com. On that same night, we also have a band that I mentioned earlier. Leavenworth is playing at Sweet 88 Bar and Lounge in San Gabriel. If you want music and food, go to that show. Now, I have been trying to get this band to be my featured artist for about a month or so, and now I can officially say that they are ready to have the scene know who they are. Forever and a Day is a band based out of Fontana, but they aren't shy of the music scene. Being in bands before they settle down are ready to show off their talent. It's not so much as talent, but personality, which is why I'm excited to be sharing the song with you, and one of my favorites, Bottom of the Ocean.
Have sent an angel to me. I know there's more to come till I have you in my arms. Brace yourself for battle of love. They're trying so hard to keep you from me, to keep you from me. Trying so hard to find treasure. From the bottom of this ocean, where my heart can skip a beat, where my lips have no emotion, where my eyes can barely say, can you feel my voice touching you? Can you feel my voice touching you? My voice touching you. Can you feel my voice touching you? Can you feel my voice touching you? My voice touching you. Can you feel my voice touching you? From the bottom of this ocean, where my heart can skip a beat, where my lips have no emotion, where my arms can barely say, can you feel my voice touching you? Can you hear my voice touching you?
You can also find the clip on my official podcast page at facebook.com/aroundtheblockpodcast, as well as more information on Forever in a Day and all of the other bands that I have talked about on this episode. I'll be posting the flyers to the shows with ticket purchasing information for you all. For more of Forever in a Day and what they're up to next, please head on over to facebook.com/officialforeverinadaday. They are a fairly new post-hardcore band, so attend their first show ever when details begin to unfold on their page. You can also follow them on Instagram at officialforeverinadaday. If you'd like to be featured as my featured band of the podcast, just let me know and I'll make it happen. Once again, thank you for supporting Around the Block, and I hope you passed it along to others. Until next time, this is Tamara Lynn. Stay local.